afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Fuel and Fumes podcast. We are your two hosts to bring you all the racing news and gambling picks every Friday morning. We bring all the racing series to the table, even though we don't have much to talk about. I am Spencer, and this is McGregor. McGregor, how are we doing?
We're doing well, baby. We are back with another week, week 70 for those of you who are counting. I know we are. You guys might not be, but we are. We're doing well.
Easy to count because the same age as John's mom.
Yes.
So easy to count.
Yeah. Okay. Well, enough about John's mom.
That gets
She's
bleeped.
a saint.
Well, that gets bleeped.
Yeah. Well, how you doing, Spence?
Starting off hot. Quick edit already in the pod. We're not even a minute into the pod. And we get bleeped. Maybe it's because it's been 2 weeks. Maybe it's because we didn't have a pod.
Because we're rusty.
Yes,
we're still
rusty.
In the Christmas comatose. Everybody is back to work. And you're back from Ottawa. All the way from the other province.
Yep, had to bump over there, see some good stick and puck. Great World Junior tournament. Got to see the boys snap it around. Just some good looking boys under the age of 20. So you just can't complain.
Spencers were robbing the cradle.
Yep.
The diaper sniper.
Yep.
Watching some snipers walk around in diapers.
Yeah.
Sounds like a blast.
Sounds like John's weekend.
Great.
So
I know Canada's hockey team was so bad they made Trudeau resign.
Yeah.
This is our first podcast without Trudeau as the prime minister. So we tip our cap to that. Non-political podcast, of course.
How does this affect the Montreal Grand Prix? We don't know.
Yeah, it probably just means they're like the Villeneuves are gonna lose another statue.
Yep.
And then it's gonna become the Belle Grand Prix of Montreal. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, this happened probably about 3 months ago where they cut down the statue of Gilles in Montreal.
Yeah.
They cut it down at the ankles.
It's
a big metal statue. It's quite big.
It's bronze. And I think a pretty low grade of bronze. Like it's not worth very much if you melt it down. So they just like defaced a national hero for not much reason.
Nope, for not much reason. No.
And JV was pissed.
Yeah, rightfully so.
He threw a couple tabernacles on the social media.
Yeah, I would too. Big tabernacle guy.
Yeah.
But how was your Christmas break? Even though we did a pod last week, it was pretty quick. It was in and out.
In and out. Yeah, it's a quick one. Christmas is great. New Year's is great. Had a great time at both with all of the people I was lucky enough to spend it with. Played a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah,
I'd been playing with Spencer. It's been a hoot. We can't seem to get wins, but we're getting close.
Yeah, we're edging. Yesterday was tough. We had 25 kills on the board together. And I got aggressive. I wanted the care package.
And I got sniped on my dome.
Yeah, I wanted the care package bad. I got greedy. I kind of felt like a little leprechaun. I got greedy. Simple as that.
Yeah, it was tough. But did you have a good break? It's good.
Yeah, it was good.
You left me at work alone.
Yeah, I did leave you. I did leave you at work alone. However, now you're employed, so that's better than.
I mean, an eternal debt to Spencer for those of you guys.
No, not eternal debt. It's over.
Eternal.
It's no.
Yeah, forever debt.
No, I think there's like a temporary time for debt. So debt expires. It's not permanent. It shouldn't transfer over. It's just the same way.
This is all going in my favor.
Yeah, it's true. The IRS, same thing. Your family got debt. They die. Not your problem. So
not anymore.
That's how that works. So yeah,
student loans get forgiven for a reason.
Yep, that's the title of this podcast.
Yep.
Has no affiliation to racing, but it just felt right.
Yeah, feels right. It's what we do. We do things that feel right.
And the one thing that does feel right in our lives that we do every single week is that this episode and all our other episodes are fueled by C4 Energy. Make sure to use code FUMES, that is Fumes, for 20% off at checkout. I say it every single week. We are working on getting a deal for Canada. I feel like I'm woken up in a Saw movie because I feel like I'm just in prison trying to get this done. We're working on it.
We're trying to get the people some C4 because C4 has been fueling my New Year's resolutions to get back in the gym, get more consistent, and I couldn't do it without C4. It is seriously the pre-workout that just fires me up, gets me ready for that extra set. Sometimes push myself a little too far, maybe drop the weight on yourself. It's okay.
You can go ahead.
Sometimes you got to ditch the bar, but it's okay because you get right back up because of C4 Energy. It fires you up and makes you feel like you're at your best.
McGregor, you can go ahead if you want and give the disclaimer of what happened this morning at the gym.
Today, a lot of near misses. Almost got into an accident on the way to the gym before work. Getting to the gym, I'm probably 3 sets deep, going for my 4th set, going for 225, take off the 25 and the 10 that was previously on the bar with the 45. So put on the 45 on one side, didn't put on the second plate for the other side. When I went to lift, the right side went straight up, blasted off. Left side didn't go anywhere. Then I realized I only had one plate on one side. The other fun thing was going for it was my 5th rep in my 5th set of 225. And it felt great on 4, and 5 just did not go. So I did what all people do, look around, panic a little bit. And some hero comes screaming in. He's like, it's coming up. And by that point, I had already decided to ditch the weight off to the right-hand side.
Nice.
And then the bar went flying back over left. And it was just a bit shocking.
It happens.
It happens
to the best of us.
That's what happens when you're trying to push yourself because of C4. So
that was a great ad.
That's it, man. 225 isn't moving like it used to, but I'm getting there. So yeah, that's great.
This is good.
This is it's just lovely getting back in the gym and actually getting progress done. So
the boys are moving. The break reset us.
It did, and we're so fucking back.
Yeah, we're in the starting position on the grid. Feels like that. Revving engines.
It does. And you know what else is revving some engines? The Dakar Rally, which is back on. It is stage, I want to say it was 3 or 4 that has just happened. It is going to be ongoing for this week and the following.
Fernando Alonso actually ended up, I'm going to put the clip up here, rolled the car twice and somehow got out unscathed. I don't know how. He is the age of, what is it, 43?
Yeah, 43.
Yeah, he's looking like an absolute prince out there. And for some reason, he's okay. He is dialed. He's ready to go. And he came out unscathed. I don't understand how.
Yeah, there's definitely some people that come out scathed from the Dakar Rally, of course, with the fatality last year. I believe that was a motorcycle. But the people that are in the cars, buggies, in those classes, they end up perfectly fine. Carlos Sainz Sr., I think he's 60.
He's old enough.
Yeah. He's like in his 60s at least. Rolled the car twice and got his car pulled along by some nice bystander, and went on his merry way. Left some body work in the dunes, but was on his way. So
that would really suck, just to try to get the sand out of your pants and eyes after rolling that car.
Yeah. We should give Florent a nice call, because he's out in the desert, our photographer friend, and he's living the dream. I think he was eating chicken tikka masala out of a army ration in a sandy, dusty tent. But yeah, looks like he's having fun.
Pull that clip up if I can get Florent to actually send me that clip, because I howled at that clip. I saw it. If you haven't listened to that episode already, you can actually find that episode. I don't know what episode it is. I'd like to tell you what episode it is, but it is one of our earlier episodes on, of course, Fuel and Fumes, where you can find us. And it was one of the earliest episodes we had with the F1 photographer and motorsports photographer in general, Florent Gooden. McGregor's is episode 22.
Talking shots with Florent Good.
Yeah, it is there. It was a solid little episode. We did a little debrief with all of his photos, or iconic photos he's taken, like the 2023 Mexican Grand Prix where Perez and Charles knock into each other.
That was a good one.
And other
Bottas's birthday.
Yep, Bottas's birthday. So there's plenty of cool material driving in and talking to an F1 photographer. That was a cool episode if you haven't listened to it already.
Yeah, get on that. But yeah, we've got Dakar on. It keeps you afloat, let's say. It's not quite the glory of F1 or an IndyCar oval, but it will keep you sane throughout the winter. So
if Dakar was a drug, what scheme would you put it on? What level would you put it on in terms of, like, if heroin's number one? And you're
it's like a Schedule 3. Like,
okay.
it's pretty serious.
Really?
It's got the potential to kill, let's say.
Okay.
But as far as where it ranks on my ladder, I'm saying very Actually, I don't know. I do quite enjoy it, but again, some of the names unfamiliar. Some of the people that do it are, brand new. They've, 16-year-olds that are on their 7th.
Nice.
Like it's crazy. Just the diverse range of people that they've got doing this thing. So yeah, it's a lot, and there's nothing really that continues from it. So it is just a one-off event. So
Okay.
it's enjoyable to kind of watch from afar and watch the spectacle.
Distant fly on the wall.
Yeah. Distant fly on the wall, like a fire.
Okay.
So yeah, it's
Okay.
good. Check it out. Their YouTube coverage is very good. A little bit short, but very consumable. So
Okay.
that's my glowing review of the Dakar Rally. Another great racing series that I just found out about today are the
You mean like 50 minutes ago?
Yeah, AC40. It's a British children's Moto GP. So they start as the rookies, they are 6 to 13, and they're racing 80cc pocket bikes or pit bikes.
Where did you find this?
John just told me about it. It is the funniest thing ever.
Pull the clip up, Jamie.
Like the bikes can't weigh more than like 60, 80 pounds.
This is hilarious because my brain is just clicking that, of course, kids do karting to get into Formula cars and open wheel cars. I never thought in my head that kids would do MotoGP preparation to, of course, do motorcycle racing.
Yeah.
So it's now clicking in my head that this makes complete sense. And why I just thought of this now, I don't know.
It is the greatest thing ever. If you haven't seen it, we'll make a clip. But FAB Racing 2024, check it out on YouTube.
Wow, this is hilarious.
AC40 rookies. These kids.
Go through the comments.
These kids are serious, man.
Wow. Yeah, the commentators are pretty awesome. One of the comments is talking with the commentators. The commentators are doing this like this is a formative lose it or win all race.
Yes, this is like every race is a championship decider for these kids because someone's going to be crying at the end of it.
Oh, for sure.
Like
most
this
definitely.
it is simply brilliant. So I know what my new series I'm going to follow in the off season is. I might just go back and rewatch all the races.
You could.
But
if they have it all in order, you could do it.
One of the leaders went off, and I'm telling you, it was like someone had been shot. It was like it was almost a through goes Hamilton moment, but it was like down goes little Fabio. Like,
just taking him out.
Yeah, it was just not good. But anyways, those are my two series of the day. That's it, man. That's how I'm staying busy all winter.
This is what happens when McGregor, unfortunately, when Formula One and IndyCar ends, McGregor finds these offshoot series to watch just to kind of scratch his itch of racing because there's nothing on. So McGregor goes through and he will find exactly what he wants to watch and scratch his brain, which I respect. It's a motorsports fan's dream to find another racing series just to kind of fill the gap.
So the other one that I really do enjoy, like as a precursor, I guess, let's say, is rally, because they do, I think it's the Monaco rally, or there's a couple winter stages that happen in February, which is obviously before March when IndyCar starts, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like it's like the precursor. Mm-hmm. So when I was working from one of my old desk jobs, I'd be sitting at my desk watching like the prologues or whatever, or like replays from the previous day, just so I could kill time because I was waiting for IndyCar to start.
I respect that.
So
we actually do have some IndyCar news. We got a little bit.
We do.
One thing that I just was going through the IndyCar calendar yesterday, and for some reason it ends in August. August the 31st is the championship, if a needed decider, but is the final race of the season back at Nashville at the Super Speedway. Ooh. It is the 31st of August, and it does not leak into September, which it usually does. The IndyCar season is done, starts in March, and we end in August, which, as McGregor always likes to say, is
the shortest racing season, or shortest. Let's restart that. It is the longest off season in all of professional sports.
Yeah, I put you on the spot with that. That's on me. That's
no worries. I don't know. So now that you know the date of Nashville, Spencer, can we go? Let's go.
Logistically, it is possible.
It is very possible. And I had a giant Airbnb that needed company.
Yeah, it's possible. It's doable. When it's not when the race is starting, when you're leaving Friday, and someone asks you, can you go Monday? We usually can't make it work. But logistically, this far in advance, it's possible. It's possible.
Let's do it. Let's do it. It was the best. So
Nashville is the best.
It is the best.
Smashville is the best.
Yeah. Smashville for their burgers. That's the only reason. Yeah. So, yeah. I was trying to think of somewhere to go with that, but I'm drawing a blank.
Well, where to go with that is I know you had a little bit of IndyCar news. I know we don't have a lot, but we do have a little bit just to roll the tide over for the episode.
This one is it's a lot of short points. We've got Prema is going to be unleashing their Indy cars and team and, whole styling of the cars and everything in an upcoming event. Our boy Callum Ilott is going to be looking real handsome in one of them suits real soon when it is unveiled to everybody. Not sure when it actually is coming out, but they've been teasing it a little bit on their Instagram.
They're definitely doing a full red. In my guess, they're doing a full red IndyCar. It's going to be pretty simplistic, but I like it. I'm going in my head. I have it envisioned as all red.
I think it's going to be one off of a Ferrari suit.
Yeah, I think it'd be very similar. I think it's going to be that black and red style they usually have.
Yeah, I'm thinking black, red, and then do they have red and green in their logos?
They do.
Or red and yellow.
They do. Yeah, it's not a neon green, but it's kind of like
it's like a Christmas green.
Yeah, it's like a Christmas green. Maybe it's actually not in the logo itself.
Maybe it's just yeah.
No, there is a version.
They got Christmas green.
I know what you're talking about in the car itself.
So yeah, Prema, they've got Callum Ilott and who's the other?
Robert Schwartzman.
Robert Schwartzman, that's right. So Schwartzman's gonna look, the same as he would in a Ferrari Academy suit. But
exactly.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, there is other news that I am currently pulling up. Big one. Marco Andretti is back. He is intending to drive in the 109th running of the Indianapolis 500.
What a weird comment. Mark Wahlberg at the top of the comment section. Who would have guessed that?
He's clapping it up.
He's clapping it up.
Who's real happy about that one. Let's balance out the likes here. Yeah, I mean, he had an all right showing. He had a bit of a tank slapper this previous year.
It's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
Exact way to put it. Yeah, he I don't know, he's putting the family on his back and getting the Andretti name out there. I don't think it was ever a question about sponsorship. As we can see, he has 1,000,001.
Good way to wrap that up, McGregor.
But yeah,
I like that.
That's good.
I like that. It's good.
Also, other people driving other cars. Helio Castroneves is going to try and qualify for the Daytona 500. This is very exciting because he will be racing with the Trackhouse Racing Team. And he will attempt to qualify for the Daytona 500 on February 16th. So this is crazy because he will need to earn a spot in a 40-car field. 40 in his NASCAR debut.
He'll be fine.
I think he'll be all right. Brain injury and everything aside. It sounds like he's back, which, I love to hear. It's fantastic.
Beauty of a guy, too.
So, yeah.
Nice guy.
Very nice, yeah.
Nice guy.
But yeah, fingers crossed about that one. Maybe I'll have to tune into that because that's coming up rather soon, only in February 16th. What else do we have? Oh, IndyCar.
No,
more news.
More
They're
IndyCar.
making progress towards racing in Denver and Mexico, which is partially very exciting. Apparently there is a new direction from CEO Mark Miles where he's talked about Penske trying to get into at least one of those two races in the 2026 season. So we're looking at street races. Mexico also has ovals. I don't know if Denver has an oval, but
Denver's going to have an oval in the middle of the mountains.
I was going to say Denver would be really cool just because
landscape
for one, but also it would be similar to Mexico where the air pressure is very low or the air density is very low because it's also on a mountain.
The altitude.
The Denver Broncos have also they've got their training facilities there because people like the altitude, right?
Yeah.
So the cars would definitely react differently. Honda engines would still blow up. But But yeah, and I mean, Mexico, same thing. If it's Mexico City, that will be like the second coming of Christ. Like it's
with Pato.
with Pato, especially, and how much they rally behind racing.
It makes the most sense. I know the NHL has talked a while now about doing a game in Mexico, and it makes sense why IndyCar would want to expand and do a race in Mexico. They've done it before, and I don't see why it would make the most sense, especially with Pato, to do it in Mexico. It makes sense. It adds up.
Yeah, and I mean, you go back to all the Mexican drivers like Dan Fernandez or Adrian Fernandez. Dan Fernandez.
Don't look at me.
Adrian Fernandez. But basically, yeah, pretty sick.
I like it.
Loving it.
I like it. I like it. I had a little bit of news on the F1 side. Again, the grid's already decided. There's not too much leaking out, not much going on. The boys are taking a break, but Lewis Hamilton actually updated his LinkedIn.
Did he?
He did.
Good on him.
And he said, I could not be more excited for the year ahead, moving to Scuderia Ferrari. There's lots to reflect on. I'm not going to read this whole thing because he goes on and on, but he says, the next opportunity is always within reach. Here's to 2025, a year of embracing new opportunities. Let's stay hungry and driving forward with purpose. Let's make another one to remember. Hashtag new job.
Hashtag blast.
Technically, it's not a new job. It's actually the same job, different team.
Now, is it a promotion? Is it a sidestep? What is it?
That's hard to say. I don't know. I don't know what would be
I think he's going to become like the Italian prime minister after this. Like he's going to be very highly
touted.
Revered. Yes, touted even. But he's going to look good in red. Let's just say that. And apparently Ferrari's going to have a bold new livery this season. It will be a darker red. That's what I'm hearing.
Like a burgundy.
Like a burgundy.
Like a Ron Burgundy.
Like we're talking the what was it, 1000th Grand Prix or the 75 years of Ferrari kind of red?
Yes.
One of those kind of reds.
Okay.
So yeah, we're sitting pretty, I guess.
Okay.
Lewis Hamilton is making changes already.
Do you think Ferrari makes or breaks Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah, they're gonna chew him up and spit him out.
You think so, eh?
Yeah. Like that cartoon you just showed me.
Yeah.
All of the previous world champions that have driven for Ferrari.
We'll throw up the meme if I end up clipping this part. There's a lot of clips this pod.
Yeah, a lot of clips. We're clip farming.
Yeah.
But yeah, who are the names there?
You got Sainz, Vettel, Raikkonen, Alonso, all the boys sitting there.
I mean, not to mention Massa. Like all the boys that have been chewed up and spit out by Ferrari. Some because of bad cars, some because of internal politics. It will be tough to see where the legend Lewis Hamilton fits in with their golden boy Charles Leclerc. So yeah, it's just going to be weird. There's going to be a lot of off-track battles, I think. Yeah,
I agree. I think there's a lot to change. I think a lot of people are optimistic for Lewis to go to Ferrari. I think they should be, but I think people also need to realize, especially new age Formula fans, that Ferrari's brutal.
Yeah.
Ferrari don't care. Ferrari don't have no BS. So if they want you gone, they'll do it.
They've got a lot of BS, but like when it comes to them, they don't have any. You know,
it's a good way to put it.
I don't know. Makes sense.
It's a good way to put it.
Something like that. That's pretty much it for me, man.
I don't have too much. Again, we're gonna yank some guests. I think guests are gonna be our big goal this week and this month. Makes sense for us to hop on some guests and have some guests. I don't want to hop on any guests. I'm just gonna clarify. I'm going to have some guests on the pod, and maybe we hop on another pod. We'll make some progress. We'll make some things work.
Yeah, we'll get some moving and shaking.
Yeah,
going.
we've had a reset. So the boys are just kind of figuring out what exactly we want to do here because we got no news.
New year, new us.
Yeah, hashtag new year, new me. So we are gonna put some content ideas. If you guys have any content ideas for us, you let us know. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook at Fuel and Fumes. We're here. We're there. We're everywhere.
Oh,
yeah. So other than that, I don't got too much. McGregor, you got nothing?
That is it, man. That is all from me. Of course, buy our t-shirts.
Yeah.
possibly thinking about getting a shop set up for that. So
Yeah.
it's all automated and lovely.
Ooh.
Whoa. And then, yeah, you just check out. You send them to your family, your friends, your uncles, aunts, whatever. Stickers too.
people.
We got stickers.
Mhm.
We can make you a mug. Shall that be needed?
Yes, John, you can't have it.
But that is it from me. And we thank you so much for listening. As always, we
are out of here. Bye-bye. See you later. See you later. Sometime soon, man.